Here now with reaction, former New York State Senator and Democrat strategist David Carlucci, along with the host of This is America, Rich Valdez, and CEO of London Global Strategies, Diana London. Pleasure to have all three of you on. David Carlucci, you're the Democrat in the room here. I'm going to start with you. What's going on?
Yeah, hey, I don't think this is so unprecedented. But also, if we look at these senators that are complaining about the leadership, the direction, they're all coming from Democratic states where they don't have to worry about a general election. And what's going to work in Connecticut, Vermont, or Massachusetts is not going to work in some of these competitive battleground states. So I think they can clip and complain from the sidelines, get their base excited. But at the end of the day, Chuck Schumer and others have to be the adults in the room and put up candidates that can compete and win. Some of these guys, just bother me. I mean, Bernie Sanders, he's complaining. Meanwhile, he ran as an independent last year instead of a Democrat. You got a Republican governor in his own state. He's complaining about everywhere else. Focus on yourself, contribute where you can. But we've got a diverse party, a diverse ideas, and what's going to work in certain states is not going to work other places.
Rich, I've heard of, what is it, a band called Panic at the Disco, I believe. This sounds like a panic in the Democrats, with the Democrats, because, again, it seems like they don't know which direction to go, whether it's with the constituents, whether it's the old guard of the party. And it just seems that is getting further and further confusing for a lot of these people. And that's what the Fight Club seems to indicate. Your thoughts?
I think they smell blood in the water, and they threw some chum in there. Zohran Mamdani and AOC are saying...
Who smells blood in the water? I want you to clarify what the Democrats
the moderates and the establishment say, hey, you know what, Schumer's taking a beating from the left like AOC, then we're going to go ahead and try and capitalize on this. And I think timing has a lot to do with it, right? To the senator's point before, it's not just all politics being local. I think it also has to do with the timing of it. For example, Abigail Spanberger, I can't say her name, but she was running away from AOC and defunding the police and all of these comments that were being made when she ran last time and lost. This time, she was calling AOC saying, hey, can we do a campaign event together? So there's clearly a shift towards the left in the party.
Further left, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, going further left. Diana, I want to get your take.
Yeah, listen, the Democrats have been trying to convince the whole country that the Republicans are in shambles and everything's wrong, but this is the reality. The Democrat Fight Club tells you everything you need to know. They can't even agree with themselves, let alone lead a country. Bernie and Warren are throwing socialist haymakers at Schumer because he's not radical enough. Think about that. While families are worried about inflation, crime, the border, and real problems, Senate Democrats are literally forming cliques to fight each other like a high school cafeteria. So Republicans are focused on fixing America, and Democrats are busy hosting cage matches. Maybe they need to join us bare knuckle fighting in Florida, duke it out in the match, and we'll see who's strong enough.
Yeah, David, of course, we also know that Marjorie Taylor Greene just split from the party, and she and Donald Trump are no longer allies. So, I mean, infighting goes on no matter what party one is part of. But as a Democrat, what do you think your party needs to do to get on the same page with what seems to be members wanting to go in such disparate directions?
Yeah, look, you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, and we need to be responsible here. And I think we need to look at this and understand it's a coalition. We've got what works in New York City is not going to work in Oklahoma or in other parts of the country. And we have to be realistic about this. I mentioned how Bernie Sanders is not even a registered Democrat, but yet caucuses with the Democrats. There has to be that understanding that we don't have to see eye to eye on every issue. But we have to have a majority of things that unite us than divide us. And we need to stay focused on the issues. That's absolutely correct. I think this inside baseball is not going to translate to the average voter, but they do have to be unified in that message. And I think we need to talk about affordability and how we can connect with voters to make them and to understand that platform.
Real quick, Rich, 20 seconds. The future of the Democrat Party is what?
Socialism, mainstreaming socialism, romanticizing the revolution, and you could see all of that, the writings on the wall with Zohran Mamdani, AOC, and the rest of their crew.
Although, to David's point, Mamdani and President Trump did both speak about the importance of affordability. So we're going to leave it on that note on this Thanksgiving week. All right, David, Rich, Diana, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.